ball right through the tournament. The bat hasn't quite gone boom boom as it says on that blade of his. Munaf Patel. Now bubbling, I'm sure, with a lot of confidence. Great delivery to get Abdul Razak.
Yeah, it was a beauty, wasn't it? An old-fashioned leg cutter, really, just rolling his fingers down the side of the ball, and it just held up a fraction, just enough to get past that outside edge and clip the top of off.
I think Abdul Razak might not have helped himself by trying to open the face of the bat and run the ball down to third man. So, missing the ball completely.
Get a single down to long on. So Afridi gets off the mark.
Let's have a look at the pace variation from Munaf Patel. Look at that second ball, which was a wicket ball. It's come so slowly. That first ball was much quicker. The second one much slower. So the batsman sometimes can complete the shot before the ball arrives.
Yeah, for me, Abdul Razak was the danger man for India. He's gone. Misbah still quite happy to play the dot balls. Yeah, not only was there a change of direction after the ball pitched, there was change of pace as well. It's a great feeling for a bowler when you get a wicket like that. Stroked away to long on for another single. So 4 runs from that over and a wicket to go with it. It's 152 for 6. 3 fielders deep on the leg side. 1 long off. Oh, he was setting himself for a big one, that one. Shahid Afridi gets a single down to long on.
Well, Yuvraj has taken 2 wickets. He's coming in to bowl his final over. It's been a little bit of turn. Shahid Afridi not allowing the ball to land. Didn't quite get hold of it, but he's made his intentions clear. He's going to go after Yuvraj.
Boundary. First boundary, would you believe it, for Misbah-ul Haq?
Well, he dived on top of the ball.
Reverse sweep again, this time finer. Using the pace of the bowler. Field changes, gets a lot squarer with Shahid Afridi on strike. There's a fielder and it's a low catch. Has he taken it? Ashish Nehra is not quite certain. It's a very low catch. And from his body language, he's conveyed to the umpire that he's not absolutely certain. So this is going to be a TV umpire's decision.
Yeah, look at the player's reaction. That's often a key. And I don't think Ashish Nehra thought he caught this. If it proves to be so, then it is a brilliant catch, because this was hit flat and hard and low to him, and they're the most difficult diving forward. But he didn't celebrate, did he?
No, he didn't. It looked to me as if it might have just bounced a little bit before it went to him, because he might have picked it up late in the background of the crowd. It's although it's a replaced ball, it probably is not easy to see.
Yeah, it's a TV umpire's review. It's a referral. Umpires in this match don't want to take a chance with anything, so just confirming with that as well that it's a legal delivery. Whatever happens, whatever the third umpire says, I think that's a very good effort in the deep there by Ashish Nehra. Have a look at this. Did it just bounce before it settled in his hands? You get the feeling that it may have just bounced in front. And Ashish Nehra doing the right thing. Remain non-committal about it. And I think the third umpire is convinced that it bounced. Billy Bowden is the third umpire for today. So Shahid Afridi remains on the crease, batting on 13 of 9, and the Pakistanis can settle down now.
Mahendra Singh Dhoni's got to get his fielders in the right position. Ashish Nehra in the deep is not going to help his team scores. It was a very good effort, all right, but you need somebody who's really quick, and I think he's just trying to make the change.
And just getting himself in, or it could be any of the other matches as well. So for you cricket fans, some prized items on available.
Well, luckily, the injury to Ashish Nehra is also to his right hand, not his bowling hand.
It's called for 2, but it's Virat Kohli, so no question of that second run.
Well, that's what I mean. When you have a quicker fielder there, suddenly the batsman realizes no point going for the extra run. While if it had been a Nehra or even a Munaf Patel or a Zahid, they would have looked and might have even succeeded in getting the extra run.
Yeah, I think the ball likes Ashish Nehra. Potier was gone. It's 177 for 6.
Well, still no batting power play, so the field's spread out for Harbhajan. He can afford to have men in the deep. 3 men patrolling the boundary on the onside. He's got a deep point as well.
No. This is not the time for frantic running between the wickets. Afridi has to preserve his own wicket so that he can do some damage.
He's been keen to play the reverse sweep, Misbah ul Haq. Hence that extra bit of pace from Harbhajan Singh. I think India quite aware of what he's trying to plan against them.
The required run rate is now 9. And that's why you keep harping on this power play thing, because what Pakistan want is to bring that down to about, say, 7 or 8 with about 5 overs to go. And then if they still have a partnership going, who knows, they can still stretch India all the way here and even pull it off. If you have 5 good overs of power play, anything can happen.
Yes, but for players in the 2020 age of the game, a rate of 9 is not considered a particular problem.
You can sense that he's getting itchy, Shahid Afridi. He wants that big shot to calm his nerves. Long off, long on in position. He'd be playing with fire if he attempts a big hit in that area. Has already been burnt once against Australia.
No wide called. Must have been tight.
Much faster delivery and a foolish length as well. There is a guideline there for the umpire.
Ooh. Lucky Harbhajan. It's high, but it isn't handsome. It's the end of Afridi. It beggars belief that it's happened. But boy, has that got India going from top to toe.
Well, these are bizarre tactics. He's looking for the big hit against the spinner, and he's allowing the spinner to keep men in the outfield on the boundary. So Afridi will have only himself to blame here. And these are baffling tactics from Pakistan. And Harbhajan gets his man.
Well, this was always on the cards. Sehwag, cool as ice, making sure that he grabbed that one. It's a very important scalp. Afridi is gone after playing a good little innings of 19, but just not good enough on the day. 184 for 7.
Wahab Riaz, who bowled so well, 5 for 46 earlier today. He kissed the turf. He must have believed at that stage, having restricted India to 260, that Pakistan had a very real chance. Now he comes to the crease with a rate of nearly 9.5 and over needed to win the game. It'll be Misbah ul Haq on strike, almost certainly. I'd say the batsmen must have crossed, didn't they? No, that is the end of Shahid Afridi. Perishing because he just can't stop himself from trying to hit that cricket ball so hard. From Chennai to Chandigarh, you can sense the celebrations beginning. Three from that Harbhajan over. What a good one. 184 for 7. Still no power play called.
Zahir Khan will be extremely good in the batting power play. He's usually very, very consistent with his Yorkers. He'll get the ball to reverse a little bit and could be a hard man to play. I'm sure that MS Dhoni will make use of Zahir Khan. 62 runs off 36 balls then.
Good delivery. Very full. More and more in this tournament, it's that full ball that's working in these desperate stages at the end of an innings. We had the period of the of the slower ball, the bounce, the slower bounces, the bouncers, all those different things. But in this tournament, the Yorkers work more often than not.
And it's the strength for both these bowlers, Zahir as well as Ashish Nehra. They bowl well at the depth. They can bowl Yorkers, get reverse swing.
And again, 2 out of 2. Now the rate's nearly 11 and over.
He's got to first look at the ball, look at the line, and then go for that shot through the offside. I think it's trying to hit it just a little too hard, and straight away misfire like has gone up to his partner, trying to just calm him down a little. He now needs him when the batting power play will be forced upon Pakistan.
This is extreme theatre. Cricketer's bed in front of a full house in Mohali. Good thinking from Ashish Nehra. Now it's almost 2 a ball needed, 62 from 33.
Yes, just altering the length and the line. He realizes Wahab Riaz is backing away from his stumps. So with this short ball, he's just followed him, forced him to duck and take evasive action.
Look at where he's holding the bat from. Very low grip. He'll be looking to hit a cut shot or maybe a slog over mid-wicket with that kind of grip.
Another great Yorker. What an over this is turning out to be from Ashish Nehra.
Is making room to the ball that is already angling away from him. All he has to do is to stay where he is. Look at that footwork. Front leg being cleared so that he hit the ball strongly through the offside. Not required, just follow the line of the ball by staying at a stationary position. Now he's asking for a two-leg guard so that he's near the ball. I think the idea is to be near the ball.
And now, surprisingly, after that success, it looks as if Nehra is going to switch to bowl around the wicket. Nope, change of mind. He's switched back. He's going to bowl over the wicket. Oh, that surely will be caught by Sachin Tendulkar. Oh, yes, 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 yes. You fear that India are bringing down the curtain on Pakistan's challenge.
No question about that. It's been an excellent over so far from Ashish Nehra. And you could see the pressure was just building and building on Wahab Riaz, looking for the big one and mistiming it altogether. And he's not going to miss that. Number 8 goes down here for Pakistan, and India 2 wickets away from a place in a World Cup final. It's 199 for 8.
Umar Gul, who had his first really difficult day with the ball. It was almost bizarre to watch it. It was as if the body blows that were got in by Virender Sehwag right at the start of the contest were too much for him. And he simply didn't recover. What an over from Nehra. It's 200 for 8. The signal comes for the bowling power play. With 61 needed from 30 balls, you can't help but think that is a tactical mess. And you can't help but reflect on the catches that were dropped by Pakistan. Tendulkar himself dropped 4 times, 6 catches in all were spilled. And when the post-mortem is done on this contest that will surely now go India's way, a fair bit of time will be spent on that fielding performance that has been so costly. Zahir.
Yes, you just have to ask the question, is it too late? And you've got to ask the question why this batting power play wasn't taken even 8 to 10 overs ago.
Yes, because you've got Shahid Afridi and Abdur Razzaq, who are tailor-made for batting power play, and yet Pakistan didn't take it.
I suppose that's a well-judged run. I suppose India might just take a moment here to reflect on Misbah's performance in the World T20 final in Johannesburg against India, when he played a similar sort of innings and did sort of briefly threaten at the end there. So India will be aware of his threat, but even so, it surely is too big a mountain to climb now. 56 needed from 28 balls as Umar Gul takes guard. He too can strike the ball. The field is up on the offside, as is the norm now. Most of the teams in this World Cup have gone with the offside up and the leg side back. Only 3 fielders outside the ring, 2 leg side and the third man. There's the third man.
Problem for Pakistan is that they need a boundary or a 6 every over. 2 boundaries at least, because the required run rate over 12 now.
And had they taken the batting power play a little earlier in the pace, it would have calmed their nerves also. You know, they looked jittery when Misbah was blocking, and it had a negative effect on the entire batting lineup.
Well, India don't mind one a ball. Misbah's strike rate 67 per 100 balls faced. Just hit the 3 boundaries in his 39. He's got to produce the 20 minutes of his life if Pakistan are to get out of jail here. And there's a man back. Another single.
Zair Khan is good with those full-length deliveries. He'll look to reverse it, he'll look to bowl those Yorkers. He's a safe bet. You know what to expect from Zair Khan. He's predictably been good.
Whoa, it's all right. It's okay. He thought he had it too. Suresh Raina, it's 208 for 8. Nehra's bowled outside off stump almost exclusively. He's bowled. How about that for an LBW? He doesn't get much wrong, Mr. Taufel. So Pakistan will indeed refer it, and we'll find out whether we got this one right or wrong.
Yes, 2 reviews earlier, both going Simon Taufel's way, and both were from left-armers. Wahab Riaz was the bowler. He was bowling over the wicket just as Ashish Nehra has done here. And Simon Taufel on that occasion got it spot on. No problem with the no ball. The foot well inside the crease. It's a fullish length delivery. It's coming, and as the naked eye would see it from here, without seeing the mat, it looks out.
On-field call means that they would stick with the decision of out. That is the on-field call. Therefore, Simon Taufel is proved right again. Umar Gul, LBW to a reverse swinging full toss from Ashish Nehra. 9 down, job almost done.
And his miserable day comes to an end. Unfortunately, Umar Gul couldn't get it right with the ball and couldn't get it right with the bat. Gone for only 2. 208 for 9.
The last hope for Pakistan, the last man standing, Saeed Ajmal, on strike to Ashish Nehra. Look at the way India are closing in like vultures on their prey.
Yes, this is the last man to go. Hit on the full, and the ball was heading towards the stump. So we've seen some brilliant cricket today. Some good batting, some good bowling. And how about Simon Taufel for having a terrific day as an umpire. Absolutely terrific in a big-ticket game like this. I mean, he's got to get the accolades. It's a tough job. There's plenty of noise there. And he's been simply magnificent.
It's difficult to read the line from a left armer, but he has been spot on almost every time. In fact, every time.
Yeah, the issue there was the impact. Remember, it has to hit the batsman between wicket and wicket. And it just about did so. Had his decision been not out, they would have stuck with that as well. It was a very tight call and a correct one. Ajmal off the mark. Misbah on strike. 2 balls in this over left. Surely hopeless. 20 balls in the match remain for 52 runs. A pall will descend over Pakistan. Fireworks all over India.
He'd be disappointed, Shahid Afridi. Clearly looks hurt by the performance of his batsmen, because I thought Pakistani bowlers came back strongly to limit strong Indian batting line up to 260. Just didn't bat well enough. Both heavyweights are watching this from close range.
It's a frosty moment though, because there's a winner and there's a loser in all sporting contests.
Yes, and one man who's been in on every occasion these two teams have met in World Cup cricket since 1992. 5 occasions. Sachin Tendulkar has been in every one of those games, and India winning every game. They still have to win this one, but the 4 previous games have been won by India. And once again today, he's the highest scorer in the game.
Well, he's the only batsman to pass 50. It wasn't his finest hour. He started smoothly enough, but anyway, he got to 85, and what a crucial 85 they were. And now the run is turned down in order to ensure that Misbah has the strike. It's 210 for 9.
And you can see there Rahul Gandhi, Sonia Gandhi, they want to feel the pulse. They're sitting in the crowd and soaking in the atmosphere, and the atmosphere must be electrifying out there. It's one thing sitting in an air-conditioned box and you cut out from the noise, but when you're out there you actually feel it.
Yeah, when you say we're cut out from the noise, it's a measure of the noise that we get a pretty good feel of it, isn't it? 3 overs of the match remain. There are still 51 runs needed by Pakistan. Misbah ul Haq, who has 40, is on strike to Zahir Khan, who's had a splendid tournament, responding on almost every single occasion that Dhoni has called him into action.
Zahir Khan missing the radar by a long way, and a difficult take for Dhoni as well. Misbah ul Haq trying to do something different, looking for that inside-out drive to the offside, but clearly he's left it just a little too late for Pakistan. Misbah ul Haq.
I think that's a good example of how difficult bowling at the death, as we call it, at the end of a one-day innings is, and you really are. The whole country's looking at you. It seems simple enough to run out and bowl full and straight, but even a bowler as skilled and as experienced as Zahir Khan, he would be a yard probably away from where he aimed that ball, certainly 2 feet. Desperate moments for Shahid Afridi. It's a good shot for nothing.
Desperate times need desperate measures, and Misbah ul Haq was desperate when he went for that big drive to the offside.
Help there but think of the Kirsten family, as we saw that picture of Gary Kirsten, the Indian coach, so popular with the team, so popular in this country, so exceptional at what he does. Another South African former seam bowler, Eric Simons, next to him, the bowling coach. But Gary's brother Peter was the most wonderful cricketer himself, essentially isolated through the apartheid years, did come back and played in 92, but was past his best. He was to all these spaces for boundaries, and that's why we cannot fathom the reason it wasn't taken earlier.
Absolutely. This could have been done a lot earlier, putting pressure back on India, but even boundaries really will not win it for Pakistan.
And it's worked out perfectly for India really by this delay in taking batting power play, because Dhoni could get rid of all the overs of his spinners and have his most experienced fast bowlers bowling at the death when the batting power play was actually taken.
Just a little change here. On the offside, third man's come up and cover has gone back. And that's the reason why. As the single is turned down, Misbah wants every ball. 14 balls of the match remain. That's all. 14 balls of this hugely anticipated contest in the semi-final of the World Cup. And from it, 42 runs are needed, or just a single wicket for India to cement their place in the World Cup final. Suddenly, Misbah can do no wrong. Too little, too late, you have to think.
If he can produce such shots, why didn't he produce them when it was required? He can hit the ball hard, but he doesn't have a mid-game where you rotate the strike, take those singles and also look for those big shots. I think with Misbah, it's either block or go for a big heave.
It's another concern for MS Dhoni to go and have quite a long talk with Zahir Khan now. Misbah moves to 48. 38 runs are needed from 13 balls. This is Pakistan's best over of the match. 13 runs have come from it. A wide and 3 boundaries. Now there's another change to the field as Sonia Gandhi has gone to the roller. Maybe to make an early escape. She's keeping her eye on these little moments here. Now there is a single taken. Yes, there is a single taken by a hair's breadth. 14 from the over, 2-2-4 for 9.
They need around 19 and over. 14 runs in that last over. Yusuf Pathan had shied the stumps. Oh, had that hit, he was gone. Yards outside the crease. There's 2 overs left.
37 runs are required from 2 overs. And it's gone very quiet in Mohali after that series of strikes by Misbah-ul-Haq in the previous over.
He's a good hitter through mid-on and mid-off. Not a great cutter of the ball, Misbah-ul-Haq, but he's surveying the field, looking at the gaps. There's deep backward square leg in place. Nobody patrolling the offside field, so expect him to go inside out through the offside.
Almost a rather bizarre situation here of a game between 11 Indians and 1 batsman. Misbah alone.
The most expensive over of the innings in this, in fact, this match is 21 runs in 1 over of Umar Gul, and how Pakistan could do with one of those kind of overs at this stage.
Will Pakistan have hope here? 50 for Misbah, who's striking the ball quite brilliantly.
Well, he's keeping Pakistan interested in this run chase. 31 now required from 10 balls. Can they do it? That really was an incredible shot. He had to beat the man at long on, which he did. He's a strong hitter straight over mid-off and mid-on.
Startling similarities really to that T20 final when he was the lone gunslinger at the end of the innings.
4 times.
No, you're right, he doesn't take the single. The ball hit out a long off. So 3 balls of the over, 4 balls of the over gone, and just 6 runs scored from it when there had been 9 runs available.
That is the problem. That's why, you know, if he had another 2 batsmen with him, it could have made a difference, because he would have been taking those singles, sometimes converting that single into 2s. Now he doesn't want to take the risk, doesn't want to lose the strike. But will he do it with this ball if he doesn't hit a boundary or a 6?
Well, he gives it a good thrash down to long on, and it's a fine stop, and it is only a single. Ajmal has a ball of the over to face.
I think it was well done by Raina. He ran extremely hard to cover the distance. 1 good ball needed now. Saeed Ajmal is on strike. He was looking for that big, powerful heave, this time over mid-wicket. Didn't catch it. properly on the bounce to the fielder, and he's athletic, he's good, Rainer. So the required rate has jumped to 25.71.
Which is 30 in 7 balls. Now Syed Ajmal would do himself wonders back at home if he could just chip this out of the park. Leaving Misbah 24 from the last over. Clever, but he gets nothing for it. Which means that from the final over of the match, 30 are needed. Right, we've got mid-on is back. There's a complete rethink about the field now. Mid-on and mid-off have gone back, as has deep mid-wicket. Everybody's up on the offside because they figure that's the hardest place to hit a 6. Nobody back square on the leg side though. The ball is drilled down the ground, but there's no run from it. So now it is a 6 off every ball.
Well, now the crowd realise that 99.9% India are in the final of the World Cup 2011 at home. It's the 3rd time they'll get there. They won it once, and now another opportunity in Mumbai.
Mumbai, here we come, surely. All India craved it. They've got it. 4 balls remain.
And they richly deserve it, because they put up a very good performance. It was a wide delivery, really. I mean,
Wasn't it? In fact, there's been remarkable leniency with wides.
Yes.
Oh, they know.
It's all over now. And one will have to feel for Pakistan as well. They put their best foot forward. They exceeded a lot of people's expectations. Let's face it, India were playing at home. They were expected to make it to the final from the outset, and they've handled the pressure magnificently. And what a contest that will be, India-Sri Lanka.
Oh, he simply can't get it. He cannot get it. This is a dreadful way for the game to end in a cloud of anti-climax. India so desperately want to begin their celebrations.
Got to also question the tactics from Pakistan, because obviously they didn't feel well today, but also some of the batting in the middle order. Yunus Khan did nothing with the bat, got stuck at the crease, as did Misbah-ul-Haq. Shahid Afridi, Abdul Razak, all misfired.
Oh, that's gone miles in the air. Miles in the air, and it's caught! India have won! A place in the World Cup final is theirs! Let the party begin!
Have a look at those scenes. It's simply magnificent. Match watched by the 2 Prime Ministers. And you had all sorts here, politicians, bureaucrats, heavyweight corporates, and people from all sections of society, and they've enjoyed a tremendous contest here. A big ticket game that's really gone the way of the home team. So India go to Mumbai to play against Sri Lanka, and what a match that will be. It'll be the first time where you have 2 Asian teams playing in a World Cup final.
260 for 9 batting first, and in response Pakistan 231, finding it just too much to overhaul India. The route to the final means that India and Sri Lanka will meet, Pakistan losing here in Mohali and New Zealand going down in Colombo yesterday. We can barely wait, really. What an occasion that will be as India, the hosts, play Sri Lanka. Goodbye.